beautiful friends. How are you? How are you doing? How are you living? I hope that you are thriving and vibing. Let's get into it. Y'all. I feel like there's ebb and flow. There's ebb and flow with me going on right now for the people that are up to date with how I am doing. But I feel like the emotional processing has helped so much. Releasing all of that stuff, letting myself receive the love, and in turn, the downloads, and in turn, just like feel my way through months of repressed emotion. Oh my God. It's like pretty not fun to go through it, but once I'm through it, girl, I feel like a new woman. Until that hits again, and then, but it's really productive. So I hope that you guys are having a really productive release of emotions as well, as we are letting ourselves feel and receive love. And there's a little bit of undoing before the becoming, I had a download. Let's get into, girl. Okay, there was one that I talked about yesterday, and then the reading got a bit weird. I don't know if I'm going to upload that one. So, okay, we've been talking a lot, y'all, about letting yourself receive love, and specifically receive love from yourself. And there was one we were talking about receiving love from your past self, and really feeling it in that, like, you see everything that your past self has done for you, and you feel the love that they have for you. The example that I used was myself training my voice to sing, because now I can sing anything. I had a whole karaoke session to myself today, which was amazing. I haven't done that in a long time. I usually have people to jam with or people to play guitar for me, and I just don't. And it's a little bit different when I like play guitar or play piano for myself. So like just being able to throw on some karaoke tracks and be like my mom was when I was little. She would just like sing karaoke songs. I need to take this off. It's restrictive. Okay. Just have a little karaoke sesh to myself, solo karaoke sesh. Oh, I love present me for giving me that gift, but also I love past me for giving me the gift that is my voice that I did not used to have and is constantly evolving, but I feel the love from myself. And then I understood why it was so important to also listen to this message of like receive the love from your past and future self, because we've been talking about this concept of feeling the love from your future self. Now, if you are constantly in the caretaker parental role, sending love back to the parts of yourself that maybe just need your support, I feel like the easiest thing for me to do is identify the versions of me that were really struggling and sending her energy, love, and guidance and intuitive hits to help her whatever with what she was going through. And only now am I like, I'm also going to send my love and my gratitude back towards the parts of me that were actively working to give me what I have now. And just like I said in the other reading, check back. I think it's the one I'm wearing like a green sweater. It's about not being a caretaker, I feel. Anyways. I was talking about the way that the endless gratitude and love just starts to like move in motion, again, between your past, your present, and your future self. And oh my Lord, I feel like when you start to really give gratitude to yourself for what you've done in the past, it reopens up that activity between yourself and your future self. So we're focusing at the moment on opening the pathways between receiving love from your future self. But why? Why are we receiving love from our future self? Why does our future self love us so much? Because we are inherently them and they just love us and we're always going to love us, right? Right? No, but because we've reawakened to the process of putting in the consistent effort for the future version of ourselves that we love so much. Again, this is like almost the opposite of like inhabiting that role of taking care of like our past self and our inner child. Now we are at that start point of like, I want to give my future self this, and I'm my present self here in 2026 or whenever it is who's starting this chapter, they're not going to see the end result. 2028, 2020, 2030, me, you, is going to be the one who gets it. I'm going to give this to them. I'm going to give them this gift. I'm going to put in the work step by step, day by day, to give them something beautiful. Because I love them. That's if you haven't hit that point, let this be the thing that helps you put those wheels in motion of, I feel like for a lot of you, this could be like re-inspiring. And it's hard to like feel like you're working, or sometimes we forget why we're doing this. We get so caught up in like the day-to-day and like the general trajectory of like what we're supposed to be and who we're supposed to be. But there was a time when you were younger when you decided who you wanted to be and what you wanted to do. And now that time is happening again. The cycle is starting over. And you get to decide what you want to give yourself. I think this is like a refresher. And the catalyst for this motion is being grateful for what you have already done for yourself. For past you, for giving you what you have. So let's have a look at the cards. I don't know if I'm making sense. I feel like I'm making sense to me, but sometimes I just feel like I'm talking in circles. Let's get in. We have bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, we're growing. We're growing and we're flowing, babes. Bars, y'all. She's a poet and she doesn't even realize. Girl. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. Okay. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. King of Cups. Girl, there are some energies. Okay, I'm just going to say them as they come up. Do you know what it is? I feel like this could be you, but I also feel like it's someone in your energy, and I feel like you're both having similar focuses. It feels like you're looking back and taking action on your old timeline to be able to nourish your future timeline. I don't know why I would say it like that, because okay, so yeah, I feel like you, as well as someone in your energy, I don't know if you are aware of this, but it's like there's this act of going back and like really intentionally going backwards and like healing to move forward with more emotional clarity, emotional maturity. And I see this growth. I see this Page of Cups energy becoming a King of Cups energy. And then we have 10 of Cups here. We got some happy family-ish going on. All right, I'm gonna separate these energies and we're just gonna take them individually. Universe, please, insight and information. What can you tell me about this Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups energy? I've had these energies come up together before in a reading. The Lovers and the Moon. Yeah. There is definitely some kind of connection here that is very unspoken. So it feels like there's some kind of, I just feel it. I've been feeling it in my gut as soon as I pulled these knights out. There is someone who is on a very similar, like, internal journey to you. That there is this, like, unspoken connection. Very, 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 very unspoken. Can I get some cards on, some context on the Lovers? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands and the Magician here. Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay, how do I say that in a way that both of you are really focused on just birthing the best version of you. And I think that that's inevitably what's going to bring you to potentially into a connection again. But I like to see it. I like to see the internal focus. I like to see that you're on that. I like to see that anyone that you're potentially romantically connecting to is also on that, because I want the best for you, okay? I want someone who's done the emotional work and comes to you like ready to go there, ready to talk through it and heal and resolve and grow and like get into all that with y'all. Now let's get into this moon. Like, what is not being said? What is this? The Empress, the World, the Hanged One. Yep. Okay. So you're on your ish. Okay. I love it. I love to see you focusing on you. You've still got growth to go through. Again, 8 of Pentacles when I split the deck. The big advice from your guides is like, you just keep doing you. Don't worry about this thing. Like, you might feel like, you know, why is this coming up? Because it's a lingering energy. So that energy might be lingering around you, or like you might be like energetically thinking about them. And like, that's fine. We love a lover girl. Look, I feel like I'm a lover girl, but I'm on sabbatical. You know what I mean? Like, indefinitely on vacation, lover girl. Like, not trying to like pick that up again anytime soon. But can you ever really stop being a lover girl? You know what I mean? Like you can, it's like, can you turn it off? No, not really. Not really. You can stop taking action on it, but the yearn will always be there. And I can see that. I can see potentially for some of y'all, the yearn is real, the yearn is present, and that's fine. You keep focusing on you, but I think that this, you keep focusing on you. There's going to be like a sudden, oh my God, why? I'm just going to say it. Not second guessing the messages now. I feel like you keep focusing on you. They're going to keep focusing on them. At a certain point, I literally see out and about could potentially be like a festival or something like that. You're going to cross paths again, and it's going to be weird, like serendipitous kind of stuff when this happens. And there's the potential for that moment to be ready. I think this person intends that as well. Like they would rather just keep working on themselves until the right time comes along and something like a serendipitous meeting again, because this is someone that you're already connected to in some way or had been connected to. A serendipitous little meeting happens again. Ooh, why do I feel uncomfortable about that? What is that? Anyways, they're leaving you be while you grow. You keep focusing on you. I love it when we get into these messy little tea things. Okay, what is that? What is that feeling? Is that your energy or is that just me? You might have already done this before where you like take distance from this person and then you just kind of happen to cross paths again and then the cycle starts. The cycle starts again. It's an ending and then it starts all over again. And the energy I get from you is like, you'd rather not. Girl, okay, fair. We love a queen that wants to actually just break the cycle and not just like repeat it again, like hope for the best. We have the 4, the Page of Wands, and 3 of Pentacles. Okay. The advice is like, you can have that opinion. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about things that aren't any of your concern. You keep focusing on you. The reason why this is even coming up is because they're either their energy is lingering around you or you're low-key yearning. That's fine. No judgment here. I literally have a whole playlist called Emo Yearning, and it is one of my most heavily played playlists. Oh my God. Like Sleep Token, Bad Omens, like 80% Sleep Token and Bad Omens, if you know those bands and if you like those bands. Your guides just want to let you know what's going on over there, what might happen, but mostly you just keep doing you. And I feel like they're filling in gaps for where you might already be like wondering. And now you don't need to wonder. Now you know. Okay. Wow. What a little diversion away. So interesting. So interesting in my full cards. So many cups. 10 of cups. Page of cups. King of cups. Cups everywhere. Let's get in. Who is this about? Give me some context. What's going on? Girl. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay, divine. Pairing. 2 of Pentacles, Temperance, 8 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Why love reading? Why such a love reading? I can see that right now you are very closed off. Like, you know, you might also be a lover girl on sabbatical, a lover boy on sabbatical, you know? Getting the feeling as well that, like, a lot of you might just feel like this is you. You're putting yourself on the shelf. You're like, I just don't want to anymore. But I feel like this time of cleansing and reprioritizing and reorganizing and reevaluating your life is actually really, really important. But guess what, babe? Guess what? There's a divine pair out there for you. There's someone out there who's going to be able to meet you where you're at. You can tell on my face, I'm just like, at least for me, I'm like, is anyone good enough for my collective? Really? I feel like I treat you all the same way I treat like any of my siblings. It's like, okay, I like their partners just fine. Are they good enough? No one's going to be good enough for my siblings. Is anyone going to be good enough for my collective? I'll know it when I see it, you know? But it looks like there's a divine pair. I hope there is, y'all. I hope there's a divine pairing for all of us. Do you know how much it takes for a lover girl like me to become pessimistic about there being a divine pair? Do you understand what I must have gone through? Far out. Oh my God, it's tough out there. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. My point is, you continue to reevaluate, refocus, reprioritize, cleanse yourself of all of the BS that you've had to endure, heal from. But I think there is someone that you're going to build a future with at some point. Oh no. And you know what? Don't worry. I'm saying don't worry about it. I feel like I'm projecting hardcore. Because I want to be like, don't worry about them and don't worry about trying to have someone fit into your world. Because again, it's like, if this person is your divine pair, if they come along, they will fit into it. You don't need to take another person into consideration right now. If you just focus on your things, whoever it is going to be able to fit into the equation. You're not going to have to like compromise. Because they are your divine pair. They are perfect. And I feel like, yeah, they are going to meet you equally. If at any point you're like, oh, I have to compromise on this, compromise, they're not it. They are not it. They're not it. They're not it. That message is coming through strongly, okay? Someone who is your divine pair will like perfectly complement you. Okay. I guess we haven't had like a love reading in a second. I guess I'll accept it. I'll take it. All right, let's see if there's anything else that your guides want you to know about. Anything coming up that needs to be Hierophant. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Okay, there is an ebb and flow going on with you right now as you are kind of reorganizing how your internal world like operates in the perspectives that you're taking and the way that you are, you know, going from a really like someone who is overseeing things and then turning into a bit of like a visionary engineer role and like deciding how things are going to look in the future. You know, I feel like there's been a lot of this energy of like kind of cleaning up the mess from the past and healing all of the traumas. And now with all of that in place and the foundation kind of reset into something even stronger, now it's like, okay, now what am I building on top of this? Like, what do I want my future to look like? What do I want to give to myself? What do I want to give to my future self? And with that, there are going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be really hype moments and there's going to be really, you know, you're still processing. And you're always still going to be processing something. You think about like, okay, I'm going to use me as an example. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, so I used to give myself a really, really, really hard time about not healing sooner and healing faster after being in a 9-year relationship with an absolute narcissist, like textbook. And it was just a very not okay, not good, very unhealthy, super brainwashed time. And it took a lot for me to get out of that situation. And then once I was out of that situation, which was like a highly controlling environment, I gave myself a really hard time because I felt like I was playing catch up with my life, right? And it was hard because I was out of it and I wanted myself to, one, make up for basically the entirety of my 20s, which I lost to that, and just like be happy because I wasn't there anymore. I just wanted to be happy. And so I kept being like, well, why can't I get over it? Why am I still ruminating on it? Why am I still trying? Like, why am I still processing it? Why am I like not better yet? And it's been 4 years since I left that situation. 3 years, almost 4 years. Almost 3 years. 2020. Anyways, doesn't matter. The point is, let's say even if it's 4 years, right? I was in that situation for 9 years. Like, and I'm supposed to process 9 years of stuff. I can't do that in 4 years. There's not even enough time to like play everything that happened and then recontextualize it. I can do the bulk of the big things, but then underneath that are all these little small things and all these other little things that I didn't realize were messed up at the time. In the same way, I didn't think that the big things were messed up at a time, and it took me ages to kind of conceptualize that. It's like, if something happened to you for like this amount of time and you're expecting yourself to recover from it in this amount of time, that's so unreasonable. Like, you understand how that's unreasonable? So even though you are so healed, there is still more to go. You can still build on what you're doing, but just like, don't think that you're not progressing just because you need to take time to also continue processing. That's going to keep happening, and you just need to like go with the flow and lean in as that's happening. When you're in that hype motivated mood, like, yes, call your friends, start making action, making plans, doing your business, working on your projects. Yes. And then when your body is like, I can't do this anymore, I just need to take a break, or I need to take a day, or I need to just like sleep in, you need to let that happen too. The more you fight against it, your body and your mind will stop trusting you to take care of it. And since we are stepping out of that caretaker role, all we need to do right now is be in flow. And let our body know that it can still trust that we will take care of it, even though we aren't constantly monitoring everything, that we're going to listen to it as we go. Because I feel like there's been an overcorrection with the caretaking. There was probably a time where you didn't take enough care of yourself. So you've now had to like inhabit this caretaker role where you're constantly monitoring everything that's going on and really, really like hyper vigilant, helicopter parent, like taking care of everything. And now we want to meet in the middle. You know, we want to be in that flow state where we take advantage of the highs and lows. We move with them and not against them. And we can push gently to get through things, but recognize when we need breaks, when we need rests, when something is triggering and it's bringing something up, and we can use that as an opportunity to process what we haven't processed. And that is how you are going to continue moving forward. Just because you have bad days doesn't mean you're not moving forward, but moving with those bad days means that on the other end, once you've processed it, it's gone. It's processed. And there's always going to be a little bit more to process or something else to process. That's fine. But like, don't stop yourself from processing it. You'll be so much more productive after you process it, and you will further deepen the relationship that you have between yourself and your body. Because your body's always trying to tell you something. That was a bit of a download. Your body's trying to tell you something. And sometimes our body like argues with us. And like it can get louder if we're not listening to it. I know that my body has been arguing with me for like the last 3 years, and I've just been like playing it off as something else. No, my body has been telling me that something is wrong, because that's the only way that my body could like get the message to me, and I still wasn't getting it, you know? So listen to your body and be like, okay, what is wrong? Why is my body arguing with me right now? What about my focus or my intentions doesn't align with like myself? What is not aligned here? Okay. All right. Let's get into some oracles. Okay. Let's get it. 1. Oh, 2. Okay. We have... It's okay to forget and then remember all over again. The Voyager, return home, lessons, realizations. It is okay. It is okay to forget to put effort in towards your future self and then remember. And don't feel guilty that maybe you haven't, you've been so busy in this caretaker role that you haven't been working towards your future self. That's okay. It's part of living. And you needed to do that caretaking. It comes in seasons, and you should be present in the role that you are inhabiting when you're inhabiting it. Then we have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Alongside birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Oh my girl. That is the new way I'm saying oh my god, because girls are divine. Oh my girl. I feel like you're cooking up some cool things. Some very cool, very big, very exciting things. Your guides acknowledge it. I see it. I'm excited for you. Something really, really cool is coming from everything that you are like putting into. I see the energy. I see the effort. I see it. And something so cool is coming. We don't want to ruin the surprise, no spoilers, but there's so much hype. It's like brimming here. There is so much hype for the things that are coming for you. Love it. I'm going to go and like simmer in this energy because it's awesome. Okay. I will see you guys in the next reading.